Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking for some space. It's Martinez. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to 3rd downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Restrepo. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Dropping back. It's Ward. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
First down here for this offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. On the run, it's Maffa. He shreds the tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
important second down play coming up. Back's got it again. That's a big hit at the end, but they with a fresh set of downs.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback, if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Lets it fly out of the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Tigers will try to keep this drive moving. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Trying to extend the play. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6. And the Tigers will line up here on first down and goal. Linebackers making some adjustments now. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Ward. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. They begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. They'll try to run for the first down. It's a fumble. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to the 34. The Hurricanes come to the line and run the hurry out. They'll run the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense adds 6 points. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Looking for a gap. It's Martinez. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quick throw caught on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And they hand it off to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Looking to throw. It's Ward. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, and it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Direct snap to the back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Trying to find some room. It's Martinez. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Handoff to the back. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown for the U. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. The championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Linebacker shifting around now. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this deep to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The gain makes it second and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He hands it off from the gun. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Are these the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically? Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Klubnik. Looks left and finds his target there. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Okay, ready?
First down and 10 now. The shotgun handoff here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Grab behind the line, it's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He's moving out of the pocket now. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll hand it off. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a 1st down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to pull it down and run. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And the Canes have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle made after just a short gain. 2nd down play coming up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
But we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Takes the handoff. It's Martinez. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down, and right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
A running play called on 4th down. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
A completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. run sets up a critical third down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
On the run, it's Maffa. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the third downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Clemson Tigers.